Hello y'all, this is another video update. Sorry, it's been a long time. The last one, I had just finished the medicine training in Peru and was going to Guatemala and then back home to the Soulplay Festival, to the Ecstatic Dance Campout, to Bali, to Italy, and now to my current place in North Macedonia. So a lot has happened. This is a video I'm gonna talk about Guatemala and Soulplay and the Ecstatic Dance Campout. And I'll probably do another video for the other stuff because I don't want to make them too long. So after Peru, I went to Guatemala to this Lake Atitlan and a small little village there is called San Marcos, which is like a conscious community, beautiful place on the lake. It was my friend Hannah's birthday, so she had this big Airbnb right on the lake that had like its own Temazcal sauna, big beautiful house with like its own dock right on the lake. And then there were these taxi boats that would take you anywhere on the lake that you would want to go for really cheap. So I would just go to San Marcos a lot. They had lots of dance, kirtan. 3 people from my community in Nicaragua, in Anita, were there as well. So I got to like reunite with them, which was really cool. There was cacao ceremonies, the best cacao in the world, obviously, in Guatemala. So I got to go to some beautiful ceremonies there and learn about the Mayan culture and the Mayan calendar. From there, I went home. I think I had a couple days off and went to a sort of like conscious dance workshop-y festival called Soulplay in Northern California, I think near like Harbin Hot Springs in like Napa area. I remember getting there and kind of having a hard time at first. It was, I think maybe like my second or third festival, but it was like really big. I think there was like 600 or 900 people or something. It just felt really big, and I felt like I couldn't really like find or couldn't find like my friends or orient like where to go or what to do. So I was having a hard time and like um, like looking around, and it seemed like everyone like really knew each other, and feeling like I wasn't really belonging. And yeah, and then I remember having this has happened a couple of times, and just like realizing the power of like being in community, and that like when I'm having a hard time, just if I literally just share that with like even just one friend and just voice it and being witnessed, in that case my friend Pan, thank you Pan, it just like empties all that and just like frees it all, and I just like basically I'm cured. So I've really been doing that in community of just like anytime I'm having a hard time, just voicing it, being witnessed, sometimes getting some helpful feedback, but just that process shows me how resilient I am. That was one of my main takeaways from being there. But yeah, it was a beautiful festival, lots of cool decorations everywhere, different stages and places where different workshops were happening, lots of dance, a pool, a river, camping, car camping, cabins, live music, performances, lots of contact improv. There was water contact, massage, contact dancing, blindfold contact, lots of stuff on like intimacy and desire. Yeah, and some like stuff on like grief and trauma and that sort of like shadowy healing trauma type of work. And yeah, just like leaving that festival and just feeling like sort of disconnected at the beginning, and then just like really connected, and like just like met beautiful people there, and just like went super deep, and left with just like um, really beautiful like new connections and strengthened old connections. And then I think I had a day or two off or something, went to the ecstatic dance Campout, which I have been going to for a year or two now. Santa Cruz Mountains, that's the Santa Cruz ecstatic dance community with like Daniel Molnar and all them. At Skyview, top of Santa Cruz Mountains, in the redwoods, camping, car camping, ponds, beach, music playing together, hot tub, workshops every day, dances every day, eating together 3 times a day, working together, and cooking together, cleaning together, just being together, getting lots of touch and cuddles, and just like all my needs being met. I've shared this with a lot of you before, but pretty much the like deepest root of all my pain and suffering is this fear of dying, and that if I'm not like accepted, seen to have value, loved by the tribe, then I can get kicked out and die. Which I feel like I share this with lots of people, and they think this is like some like very big, present, heavy thing in my life, and it's not. It's pretty subtle, but I just see that like that's the root, like through like plant medicine and inner work. I've seen like that is the root, and going back home after being gone for so long, and like being with my home community, I felt that being like stronger. Like I really wanted to feel accepted and loved by this community, which was like my home community, more so than other communities around the world or whatever, because it's like they weren't like so much my communities, and it was okay if they like didn't really accept me or anything, because I was just gonna leave soon anyway. But coming home, it was like I really want to be loved and accepted and seen by this community more so. That I care more about that. And there's a point every time in the Santa Cruz ecstatic dance campouts where it like hits me that this is how people are supposed to live, and like living together in nature, working together, playing together, getting lots of touch, exercise, and dancing together like every day. And that like just hits like all my needs, and it just hits me every time doing the campouts of like, this is how we're supposed to live, or this is how I really want to live. And just thinking about like going back into like tribal days of how like I feel like that's what they did. They worked together, they played together, and they learned together, they did inner work together and ceremonies together, and then they danced together like all at night around the fire. And just setting the compass towards that. All right, next video I'll tell you all about Bali and Italy and making it to North Macedonia where I'm at. Love ya! See y'all soon!